When introducing the rabbit rule, students need to know that this is to help them divide words into syllables, which will allow them to move from one syllable words up to two syllable words. It is a bit different than other concepts you have taught, as things differ, such as there is not any trace copy cover. Students need to begin to know that when two consonants come between two vowels, this is where you should divide the word into syllables. They also need to know that every syllable needs a vowel and that they should scoop the words into syllables rather than drawing a line between the syllables. This line is frequently interpreted as the letter L. There is no trace copy cover for this rule, as you do not want students to say VCCV or vowel consonant consonant vowel, as this can be confusing and interpreted as just the letters V and C. Also, when dividing this rule, these words up into several lessons, teachers need to remember that this is going to take several days to get through. Remember to scaffold for your students. On day one, you may want to keep it very pure and just allow them to see when two consonants are between two vowels, you have two closed syllables. So some example words are laptop, catnip, and magnet, as those are all pretty pure. On day two, you may want to incorporate previous learning of ER with the rabbit rule. So winter, lumber, and hamper may all be included. On day three, you can explain to your student that they are doing very well, and now you are going to add in blends and digraphs with the rabbit rule, and some of these also contain ER. Then you may want to move on to words containing double letters. The difficulty with double letters is that in English, we cannot hear both of the letters. For example, in the word winner, I only hear the N once. This is problematic for students for spelling. However, it's incredibly easy for reading because they just find the same letter and divide the word into syllables there. When asking students to spell the words, you would ask them to repeat. So you may dictate sunset. Some of your students are going to say sunset and stretch the first syllable, sun, n, and write it, and then set, t, and write it. Other students will say sunset, sun, S-U-N, set, S-E-T. Some people get concerned that they are only writing the words one syllable at a time and never putting the word together. Keep in mind that this is an introductory lesson, or the first introductory lessons to the rabbit rule. You can always make students write the word together, or not even ask them to spell into columns, but rather write the first word, the whole word in its entirety. You will find that students do need this T-chart for the first couple of lessons, as it is incredibly confusing for them to spell so many sounds at once. Once you have done all of these steps, you may also want to move on to silent E rabbit words, which are just two consonants between two vowels. However, this time the second syllable is a silent E syllable. You will notice words like sunshine, where there are actually three consonants between two vowels. You should point out to your students that this is not a big deal and that they already know SH sticks together. Therefore, count the SH as one and count the N as one consonant, and that is where they are meant to divide.